If you live in Epping and need to get to Macquarie Park, what's the fastest way? Driving? The metro? Or riding a bike? You might think the answer's obvious. What if I told you the real winner isn't what most people expect? So, today I'm putting riding a bike to the test, and the results might just change how you get around. Hey everyone, Joseph here, and in this video I'm going to bust a myth that the metro, or even driving, is always the quickest way from point A to point B. I'll be riding from Epping Road at the corner of Blackstone Road to Harbour Street in Macquarie Park, which happens to be where the Transport for New South Wales offices are. You'll also see how to ride your bike mostly on shared paths separated from traffic, but there are also a few tricky bits along the way which you need to be aware of, so look out for the tips. Starting on Epping Road at the corner of Blackstone Road, there's a nice shared path. During the morning peak, it can take up to 21 minutes to drive from here to the Harbour Street offices, and in the evening up to 26 minutes. Why would you for such a short distance? Can a bike be quicker than this? Keep an eye on the route guidance at the top left corner of the screen as a guide to the streets and cycleways you'll be riding on. I've sped the video up at twice the normal speed, so if you want to see what it really feels like to ride this, just play it back at half speed. But turn the sound off, otherwise it'll sound really weird. The metro trip from Epping Station to Macquarie Park Station only takes around 6 minutes, but because there is walking time at either end to get to and leave the underground stations, this blows out to around 22 minutes from door to door. But is going by bike going to be any faster? Surely not. The small bridge across Terry's Creek down the left has recently been upgraded. It's now nice and wide. Heading up from Terry's Creek towards Marsfield, there's a steep climb. This is where an e-bike comes into its own. Look at the fence panels. I worked out that this is a 1 in 7 slope, or about 14%. As a guide, a 1 in 20 slope, or 5%, already starts to get a bit steep for regular bikes. But steep hills like this are no issue for an e-bike. On this uphill on Pembroke Road, I'm running with the assistance at 4 out of 5. On Vimiera Road, there are narrow shoulder lanes with a crossover to the shared path. If you're not comfortable crossing over here, or there is just too much traffic, just go up to the lights at Epping Road. This will also take you to Epping Boys High School. The shared path diverts to a service road that runs parallel to Epping Road. The traffic is low here, so it's okay to ride on the road, and it's less noisy than riding right next to Epping Road. On this nice downhill towards Balaclava Road, you can really pick up speed. I managed to clock around 38 kilometres an hour. There are new bus shelters on Epping Road with big advertising panels that block out most of the shared path. In this case, a shelter with a slimmer side panel could have been used. Cross Epping Road here to go to Macquarie University. At the lights I managed to score the green man, so saved a heap of time crossing the road. Stay with me to the end to see if hitting a few red men makes any difference to the travel time. Here, the shared path has been designed well, bypassing the bus shelter from the back. If you're enjoying this video so far or finding it helpful, hit the like button. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss new rides in the North Ryde Macquarie Park area and other cycling related content. Another pesky wide advertising panel. I managed to time the pedestrian crossing well here too. If you get caught at the red, you could be waiting up to a minute to cross the road. It's bin day today, but the path is plenty wide and there's usually enough room to get round. It shouldn't be a huge trade-off, narrowing the side panels on only a few bus shelters versus the usability of the path. Anyway, continue straight to head to the Optus campus, but we turn right and loop under Epping Road. Go straight to head towards Top Ryde, but we double back to go to the Epping Road underpass. The underpass at Epping Road is handy, but in heavy rain it can get blocked. There's a link in the description to a short video of what the flooded underpass looks like. Heading past the new Midtown development on the left, there's a new bridge over Shrimptons Creek, which has a shared path on one side as well. Of the Shrimptons Creek Cycleway was recently updated as part of the new Meriton development next to it. Lots of bikes parked here, just across the road from Macquarie Centre. If you're heading to Macquarie Centre, have a look at what your bike parking options are. There's a link to a review in the description below. You need to be careful at this crossing, as sometimes drivers don't give way, even to pedestrians. Now, this is a good example of a shared path and a bus stop with a wide side panel. At Banda Road, this should really be a raised and prioritised crossing for pedestrians and bicycles. In the future, the roundabout at Khartoum Road will be replaced by traffic lights. This is both good, as you won't need to do this diversion into Khartoum Road and will be a safe crossing, but may increase your travel time. There's a temporary diversion here because new traffic lights are also being built here, but will be gone once the lights are in. Here we are at Harbour Street, where I made it by bike in just under 19 minutes. Even adding a couple of minutes extra time for red lights, I was still faster than both the car and the metro. There's also some dedicated on-site bike parking facilities. Would be good to see what they're like. Transport for New South Wales, if you're watching, I'd love to do a review of them. If you're coming from the Lane Cove area, the video on the left will show you how to get pretty close to Harbour Street, and other cycle routes to Macquarie Park are on the right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.